Okay, there's going to be two steps. Number one is I'm going to take you through the tutorial, and then we'll play a really simple game where I'll walk you through it. Now, it's a great board game, but this app actually is really good, so we're just going to play on the app. Well, the map, basically a map of North America with all of these colored train routes. And what your goal is, you're given a bunch of little plastic train cars, and you need to claim the routes to create a long train that connects the cities. So on the right here, you're given these different types of cards. So in the example here, we're given, say, New York to Miami. It's worth 5 points. I'm going to choose it. Now you can see that to get to, say, from New York to Miami, there's different route options. So starting at New York, you could go New York to Washington, then you could go Washington all the way to Miami, or you could go Washington all the way to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to Miami. And the way you connect those two is by getting train cards of a specific color that match the cards. So you see here in the Atlanta to Miami, there's the option. You could put 2 black cards down to claim that route, or you could put 2 blue cards down to claim that route. Well, it's showing me that in my hand I have 2 white cards and I have 2 blue cards. I can take my blue cards, since it's my turn, and this is a tutorial, and I can connect that to. And it put my trains down. Now, it's important to know this. Even though that route was blue, what gets confusing here is that everybody's given a different set of colors. So my color was yellow. I was given a bag of 45 yellow toy plastic train cars. And as I create these colored routes, I put my color, I claim my colored trains on that route. So now that it's my next turn, it's saying I want to connect Atlanta to Washington, and I can either put 2 whites down to connect that, to claim that route, or 2 yellows to claim that route. And since I have 2 whites here, I will come down and I'll claim that white, and I'll put 2 of my yellow cars in it. On your turn, if you don't have any cards or you don't have the cards to claim a route, you need to choose 2 cards. What you see on the right is how it's laid out, which is there's 5 up cards and then there's a draw pile. So you can pick cards from either the draw pile or the face-up cards, and you want to claim the colors that you want. So if I'm looking here at New York to Washington, I either need 1 yellow card or 1 green card to claim that route. So it's saying I'm going to draw 2 cards. The first card I'm going to draw is green, and the second card it's want me to draw is green. Now it's going to want me to use one of my green cards to claim that route. Great. And I've now got the 5 points from that card. And this is essentially how the game is played. But where it gets interesting now is you keep going to your next card. So here's Montreal to Atlanta. But if you look at that route, you can see that I've already got 2 of the 3 legs of that route done. I've already got the Atlanta to Washington done. I've already got the Washington to New York done. So now if I just get one more piece, I can connect New York to Montreal with either a blue or a black, and I can claim this route too. And there's a blue card here, so I'm going to take this blue card, and I'll pick another card. So now I just need the 1 blue, and I can connect this route. So far, it's pretty simple. Now let's go ahead and play the game. I'm just going to play up against this other opponent, I guess, my turn. So I'm up at the top right, player 1, and I'm yellow. I see that I'm playing against a green opponent. If you look on the right, I'm given a choice of cards. You can choose all 3, or you can choose 2. The minimum is you have to choose 2. Everyone is dealt 4 train cards, which you can see I've got 4 train cards on the bottom. So let me choose Denver to El Paso. It's a short route, so I'll also choose LA to Chicago. So these are my 2 routes that I'm going to work on. So the first one I'm going to have to work on is a very short one, Denver to El Paso. Now you can see that if you have colors on the board, like yellow, green, or whatever, you need those cards to be able to claim those routes. But if it's blank, like you see here, then it can be any color. So for me to go, say, from El Paso to Santa Fe, I just need any 2 colors that match. And to go from Santa Fe to Denver, I need any 2 colors that match. Now, it's a very short route. And if you look on the bottom right, the Denver to El Paso is only 4 points. It's not a lot of points. So it's my turn. On your turn, you have the choice of laying down your cards to claim a route, which I can't do because I don't actually have 2 cards of the same kind. But you can also draw. So as you see on the right here, there's 5 face-up cards, and then there's a draw pile. You're allowed to either draw from the draw pile or draw from the face-up cards. So I'm going to pick 2 yellow cards, and my opponent's going to take their turn and draw some cards. But now that it's my turn and I already have 2 cards, I can go ahead and I can claim Denver to Santa Fe. That's great. So now all I need to do is Santa Fe to El Paso, and I've got my points on that. If you see the rainbow colored card, if you draw the rainbow colored card, you can only draw that 1 card. Now, picking cards works like this. You can draw up to 2 train cards, either from the face up, you can choose the color, or face down. You don't know the color. if you take a face-up card, you immediately have to replace it with another face-up card from the deck. So you're always choosing from 5. And then you draw your second card, either again from the face-up or from the face-down deck. If you pick the Locomotive Rainbow card, which is wild, as your first card from the face-up deck, you cannot draw a second card. Now, since I need 2 cards of any color, I think I'm going to pick orange, since I already have an orange. And I'm going to pick a red, since I already have a red. I know my next turn now I can use this red. I can connect that route, and bang, I got 2 points for that card for connecting those 2 cards, but I also got the 4 points for connecting the route. And now I'm on my other one, the card I picked, the Los Angeles to Chicago. One of the strategies you want to do is try to maybe use the first route you did to build upon it. So for me to go, say, now from Los Angeles to Chicago, I can go many different ways, but maybe I want to go Los Angeles to Phoenix, Phoenix to El Paso, and then I already have the connection all the way up to Denver, and then I just need to connect to either Kansas City and Omaha or whatever it would take me to get me from Chicago. Now, in this particular case, I have a lot of options to go with things that are any color at all, because you can see from LA to Phoenix and Phoenix to El Paso, I can use any color I want. However, if I wanted to go from Denver to Omaha, I would need 4 pink cards. If I wanted to go from Omaha to Chicago, I would need 4 blue cards. So it's my turn. I don't really have the cards to do anything, but I'm going to recognize that I'm going to be needing pink cards. So I'm going to take 1 pink card, and I'm going to be needing to pick a draw card, the black card. Looks like my opponent just keeps drawing cards, which is fine. Now it's my turn again. I want that blue one. I know I'm going to need that blue one, and I'm going to need to pick another orange. That gives me 3. Okay, so my opponent now has connected Denver to Helena, which is great. My turn. I've got those 3 orange cards. I guess I can use that to claim this route, which will get me, so it's my turn again. I will pick pink, and I guess I'll pick a from the top of the deck, and it gives me 3 pinks there. So now it's my turn. I have these 3 pinks. I guess I'm going to put them there, and I can claim that route. So I'm trying to get from Los Angeles to Chicago. I've now got Los Angeles to Denver. I just now need to get from Denver to Chicago. It's my turn to pick. I might as well pick a pink card and another pink card. It's my opponent's turn. And now it's my turn. I think I'm going to keep going and pick a blue card, and I'm going to pick another pink card. I'm going to have to wait another turn to lay things down. So they claim that route, but as you can see, if there's 2 routes, you're able to use that route. But if that was a single lane, then once a person has claimed that lane is claimed. It's too late. So now it's my turn to pick another card. I guess I'll pick another black one there, pick a white one, and my opponent takes cards. I guess I can use 2 of my pink cards, and I can claim that. Now you see I still have to connect Denver to Kansas City, but I at least got that part done. Now it's my turn. I guess I'll take 2 greens. And I see they've connected that. Well, my turn, I'm going to take the 2 greens, and I'm going to connect Kansas City to Chicago. So for me, now to get from Los Angeles to Chicago, I need to connect that Denver route. And the only way to do it is looking like I need 4 orange cards. So let's just choose some from the deck. And I guess I'll claim this one route, which is Kansas City to Omaha. And then I can take 1 pink, and then I can use the wild cards to claim that. And now that I've done my 2 routes, it's time to get some more tickets. So now I can choose 2 of these cards. My next new route here is going to be from Vancouver to Montreal. Unfortunately, I can't really use anything I've done before. I really didn't draw some good cards. But I have a lot of cards here, so I can already begin to lay them down. Routes up. I have 5 there. It looks like I can claim that. And also, it looks like between Sault Ste. Marie and Winnipeg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. If I could draw 1 more blue, I might be able to just, since it can be any color I want, I can draw that, and connect that, and do it. And it looks like I'm still going to need to get from Calgary to Winnipeg, and then from Calgary to Vancouver. So I think this is that color, right? Yep, so I can draw that. And now I'm going to, and then I'm going to need 5 white cards. Well, I don't have any white cards, so I'm going to just have to start drawing some cards here in hopes that I can find some white cards to connect those routes. I've got one rainbow card, and I've got 3 of those. Well, maybe I can with 3 connect that, and that gives me, I need 4 blues to connect that route. And I guess I'll just have to keep drawing unless I can get more wilds or more whites. In the meantime, and the game is over when people run out of trains. I can see I'm in a bit of a bind here because I'm just not going to close this route. And I got 1 route. I got 2 routes, but that's all I was able to get. And my opponent managed to, and I did not get that route, yes. I did not get that route, yes, thank you. My opponent managed to get several routes. No, actually they didn't. There's a lot of routes they didn't get. They did manage to get some routes. Nonetheless, they managed to. They also got the long routes. So that is how you play the game. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.